Hi, I'm the Radicalist, and welcome to Love Frequency. Let's go. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Matrix with Keanu Reeves? I'm sure everybody aware. If you're not, watch the movie. That movie's a great action pack. Keanu Reeves a good star. You got Lawrence Fishburne. Is that I say his name? Okay, the black dude in the movie. All right. Um, whole movie line is great. It's great. But what if I told you it's real? What if I told you that that movie is our life and how the world works? Would you believe me, or you just think, "Ah, here we go, radicalists with this stuff"? Come on, bruh. Watch the movie in a different lens. Like those glasses? These are called my different lens glasses. That's why I wore those. I'm wearing these for this reason, because you need to see stuff through a different lens. When you go to a movie theater and you watch in 3D, that's a different lens. Oh, mom, let's go watch 3D movie because the things pop up right in my eyes. They're right there. That's a different perspective. So I'm challenging you to watch that movie in a different perspective, but it's not 3D. Watch it from a spiritual perspective with your spiritual glasses on. That movie's going to talk back to you if you open up your mind. Just like Lawrence Fishburne said, open your mind. He said that in the movie. He explained what it was: the real world and the make believe world. Like I said, if it was. See, you might have heard this, the Matrix here, the Matrix there, in a spiritual sense. Somebody might have blatted it, or they said it, and you saw it off of YouTube or TikTok, but you never really questioned it. You never really said, "What is that? Why are these people so in tune with this movie? What's the big deal?" Well, I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna break it all the way down for you. This movie is on a different frequency. Now, we've talked about that in my other podcast. See, here it is. The God and the devil don't hide stuff. They don't hide the truth. The God doesn't hide the truth from you. He puts it on the big screen for you. He puts it in everything for you. But we're the ones who are blind who can't see it. Now, the illusionist does the same thing. He puts it on the screen for you. He puts it in plain view. But why can't we see that so clearly? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and everything we do and say. Why can we see it so clearly, but we can't see God's frequency so clearly? Because we're making a choice. We live here. God lives here too. But you didn't know it. You didn't know he was in the other room. You didn't even know he lived in your room. You just know that illusionist living with you day in and day out. You were born into that. See, just like the movie, and there's no spoiler alert here, okay? I say what it is, whether you watch the movie or not. That's up to you. But the movie consists of this. You were born into this system, into this system of control. And if you really think about your life, it's all control. Control on your money, control on your situation, control on what you eat, control on your taxes, control of where you work and how you work. You got to pay for everything. Everything. Well, Tony, that's just the way it is. That's not supposed to be the way it is. That's the way of control. We're supposed to be free of all that. We're supposed to have peace. We're supposed to be able to manifest our own stuff. We're supposed to be able to build our own foundations. Entrepreneurship is a beast. But they still want a piece of that. You know what America is? Yeah, I said America. Bunch of gangsters. I want a piece of this. I don't want a piece of that. They want a piece of you. Who's getting rich off of all your money, all your tax money? Who's getting rich off of that? Is it circulating and being invested back into the people? Is that what you think? What if you had a choice not to pay taxes? Would this economy crumble, go down? What if you were able to cultivate and live off yourself, your energy, and what you produce? How would that work? You would come up. You would be ahead of the game. You would no longer be poor. Think about all the money that you poured into taxes, into bills, into everything. How much money is that since you started working for years and years and years and years? And half of us would be able to buy a house, have money to burn. We wouldn't be in poverty. Just giving you something to think about. That control is a beast. We do everything in the matrix. We have kids in the matrix. We change jobs in the matrix. We our whole persona is in the thought process of what we're supposed to do. You get a speeding ticket, you got to pay for that. You're in a grocery store, you got to pay for that. What I'm trying to say, that everything basic is basically you pay for it. Well, Tony, that's the way of life. That's just how things are. Why? Why? What if we didn't have to pay for those things and we were able to just be accountable for the work that we produce? Just like a farmer on a private land that he owns with no civilization or nothing. Because there are people doing that. They buy some land out in the desert or wherever, and they're self-sufficient. They go to the city probably to just talk to friends or integrate with other people, fellowship. But other than that, they're sustainable on their own. They got their own water supply. They make their own food. They grow their own food. They built their own technology system in their house. I've seen it on YouTube. People who know how to do that and living like that. Rent free, money free. Everything they need right there. And do you really need a cell phone or TV to survive? What if all that was cut off? What if this nuclear warhead came down, this EMP, and just blew up all of our power plant, or all of our energy? How would you live? What if this all turned into a wilderness of survival? Would you survive? No more cell phones, no more computers, no more nothing. All you got is day and night, and you and other people. Go camping. Go camping for 1 or 2 days with your son and your daughter or your family. You can't take your grandmother really. Like, you can try, but get some camping gear or don't, and go out there in the wilderness with lions and tigers and bears or whatever's out there, mooses or wherever you go camping, and see how long you last. See what you're made out of. See, I did that. I did that for 3 days. The first day was, I felt like a lost bunny rabbit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And here I was on the campground with my friend who's been camping 1,000 times. He brought all the gear. He had the pots and pans. He had he was doing fire with his hands and with straw. He was that good. Fire. Then I was like, wow. I saw that in a movie once, but so I told him, I want to try this wilderness thing. I want to try this woodsman thing. I want to be a woodsman too. I'm not going to eat anything this whole trip. I am going to produce my own food. I am going to go fishing or hunting and figure it out. But I'm not eating anything that we brought. He looked at me and laughed. He chuckled. Right. And I was like, I can do this. I'm a grown man, bro. I can do this. And he said, all right, let's see what you made out of. Do it. I'm Rambo now. I got my knife. I'm sharpening this stick. Sharpening. I'm in a tree waiting for a hog to go past so I can. I'm looking at birds in the sky, trying to throw a spear up, trying to get them. It's 6 hours later. I'm starving. So now I'm in the creek looking for a fish. Lo and behold, there's fish there. And I'm like, oh, food. I got this. My stick. Now you see it on YouTube and you think, I can do this. I got this. So I'm like, Hunter Man Jack or something, trying to poke the fish in the water. Fish is looking at me and laughing. Are you serious, bruh? You gonna catch me? Fish is playing games with you because you're new. You're new to the environment. This ain't your surroundings. This ain't your house. This is their environment, and they're laughing at you. Luckily, it's fish laughing at you because I'm going to tell you what's laughing at you later that you're not going to like. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm starving. I'm looking at the food in the truck. And I'm like, my stomach is like, what are you doing up there, bruh? Can we eat something? Please. But no, I'm like, no. My friend's looking at me, he's laughing. Hungry Tone? I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm gonna eat these wood chips right here. Like, I'm good. Knowing dang well I'm not. Next morning I wake up. But I beat the hunger that night. Strength within. I was like, first day done. I beat the hunger, bro. Like, forget it. I just fasted a day. I'm on. Next day, I'm doing stupid stuff. I'm G.I. Jane now, but the male version. I'm jumping off of boulders. I'm trying to cross a creek that's a rapid river with rocks at the end of the waterfall that I could die. And he's like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And I'm like, why not? He's like, I wouldn't step over there. There's probably rattlesnakes over there. You can tell by the skin peelings. And I'm like, ain't no rattlesnakes. And lo and behold, there's a snake. Duh. This is me trying to be a woodsman. Jumping off of boulders, almost breaking my ankle. Seeing a cave, some kind of cave, and I'm like, ooh. Let's go see if there's a bear in there. And I'm walking up to Carrie. Bear, Barry, come on out. And I'm trying to walk up in there. And he's like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. See, we are all in the matrix and oblivious to what's really out there and what real life is. We're oblivious. We're comfortable. We got it made. We got a refrigerator. We got a house. We got electricity. I learned something real quick out in them woods. All you got is this. And if you ain't never used this for survival, are you going to make it? It was an experience. My only camping trip I ever took, it was an experience to bring me to the reality of what's real and what's inside of you. And if you don't develop what's inside of you for the real world, you will continue being a pawn of the matrix, a piece, an instrument, a battery, a hookup, part of the process, a number, a configuration. That's not all you're good for. That's not what your life is made for. Your life is made for expansion and beauty and peace and love. Get out there in the wilderness and find those things, because those things will find you out there. And if you go in with a small mind without knowing anything, you will be eaten up by the wilderness. That third day, I got it. I was starving and I caved in. I ate something on the third day. I did. But that third day is when I realized something. What am I made out of? My boy commended me with my swollen ankle. He said, you didn't cry. You ate the food, but you got through it. And would you do it again? I said, yeah, I'd do it again. But this time I'm going to do it like you do it, with some smarts, adaptability, understanding things, survivor mode. Don't be just stuck in a job working 9 to 5 or whatever you're working, night crew or whatever job. That's what the Matrix wants you to do. Burn your energy. Let me tell you a little scenario. You're working 40 hours a week, right? You're getting a paycheck, right? You're coming home with a paycheck and a family. You have a family at home or kids or whatever your situation is. But you don't get to really see them. Maybe you work a 9 to 5, weekends off. Out of 7 days, you only get to see your family 2 days and spend time with them, except for vacation time, which is what, once a year, twice a year, vacation. If you're lucky to be beyond that, from the people I've seen in my lifetime, wow, that's great. But for the average Joe like myself that I see who's working a job, you don't ever have enough money to really take care of yourself or to be better or to have any fun or any lifestyle that's above just working. You're working to survive. You're working to live, because all your money's gone. After taxes, you got the food bill, and you got the electric bill, and then you got the rent to pay. And rent, where I live in California, is insane. Why do you think everybody's trying to get out of here? Just so they can survive. They can survive. Oh, let's keep going with the bills. It ain't over. Car payment, car note, which is a big one. Ooh. I got a used car. Car's paid off. Love it. Expedition. Beautiful. It's 1,000 years old, but it still runs. Thank you, Expedition. I don't care if it's ugly. It's made for the wilderness. Thank you. Where I was at the bills. Water bill, gas bill, light bill, trash bill. Really? Parking violations. They got bills for bills. A bill to have a bill. A bill because you have too many bills. Fees on top of fees because you're late. Late fees. Doctor's fees. I can keep going. You know that. You know what kind of fees you got. And don't let us be in New Jersey on the East Coast, because if you're on the freeway, you're paying a toll. We got toll roads here too. A toll to travel. You know, on the other side of the planet, I think they got it right. Everybody rides an e-bike, right? They bought an e-bike. Electricity, plug it in, goes 8 hours, ride to work, ride home. I think we're starting to do that here on the West Coast. E-bikes. Of course, you got to fear for your life in the wilderness because you might get ran over by a person who don't know how to drive. Happens every day. Seen it happen. I got hit 7 times. No joke. I don't have to make this stuff up because the Matrix is one big fat joke. And the stories I tell are the stories that everybody has, bro. Everybody. Ain't nothing new. Nothing. The little bit of money that you try to save, something's going to happen. Car breakdown, boom. Engine doesn't start. You're not a mechanic. You don't know what's going on. So you take it to a mechanic. You think it's something small because it just ran yesterday and 300 times before that. And when I bought it, this car's been good for a reliable 3 to 4 years. What's the problem? So you don't take it to the dealership. Don't do that because they got you. They will take your house. That bill is incredible. So you take it to the local mechanic. Yo, my cousin told me about you. You nice, right? You the local, right? You got me, right? You ain't gonna you got me. You ain't gonna charge me an arm and a leg and a leg and an arm, right? You a body part. I don't have to sell a kidney to get my car fixed, right? Yeah, you good, bro. I got you. You take it there. Let me run it through diagnostics. You got a small problem, bro. You got to change a spark plug. I'm changing a sensor. How much is that? $50, $75? Cool. Change that mug. Can you do it today? Nah, I'm gonna have to hold your car. I got 8 other cars I'm working on today. We'll get to you tomorrow. Can you get a ride home, or you gonna be good? Or, yeah. My cousin picked me up. Go home. I'll come back tomorrow. What time I'm coming home? I'll have a first thing done in the morning. Don't even trip, bro. 75. You get home, you like, I can handle that. I got 75 in my kid's bank in the kids' room. I got $75 in my kid Johnny's safe deposit box. I didn't take that. Yeah, I've been there, done that. You bring the 75, you go back to pick up your car, and you're like, yay. It's work day, by the way. Maybe you took it in when you're off, because that's what we do. Our spare day off is our misery, right? It's not a spare day off. It's what we got to do to fix something or buy something or spend money on something. Not relax. A day off, you got to do laundry and you got to do this and you got to do that. And the people who love you haven't seen you the whole week, so they're bombarding you and you're getting phone calls and it's not a day off. But getting back to the car. You got to go to work a couple hours. You get your car, you're thinking it's fixed. He said, all right, I got you. You sitting there for 2 hours. You only got 2 hours left. You say, wait. I thought you said the car is going to be done. Car is going to be done. Yeah, we got you. Here it is. Last minute. Matrix. Yeah. Let me show you something. I got to show you something, bro. We did some further investigation and we did some further looking, and the reason it wasn't just a sensor. You got some mechanical issues going on here. You got this line that's going to the trifecta. I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know the terminology, but I'm going to just guess. You got the sensor that's going to the trifecta pod that's going to the resistor radio that turn 3 knobs to the right. That's going to your seat and your belt buckle, which is malfunctioning, going to your center console. Now the center console, it goes up, but it doesn't come down. And because of that, your car won't start. I got to fix all of that. Each part individually. That's going to round up to about $2,579.69. But I can do it in the next hour. The Matrix, bro. The Matrix, bruh. That's one scenario out of a million that is telling you this is ridiculous. There's a lot to explain about the Matrix. There's a lot. But I like to go to the source of issues. I like to go straight to the source. Some of these issues take 3 or 4 podcasts to explain and break them down. You know, some of them take 1 podcast. The Matrix is going to be a series because the things that are happening, the world, the structure of this place, how people think, how they react off of things you can trust and things you can't trust. People benefiting off of other people's energy. People being deceitful. Things that you buy that are no good. Things that you think should be handled correctly. Okay, I got one more illustration because I got to go there. You go to a restaurant, right? Nice one. You've been told this restaurant is great. The food is good. And you go out. And yeah, maybe the first time and the second time the food was excellent and it was good and you left a tip, another payment, more money. You're not just paying for the food. Now you're giving them extra money for their service, which is okay. That's legit, right? So you go back a second and third time, but it's not as good. Something's different. Service is different. Energy is different. The beans or rice are different. The quality is different. The atmosphere is different. So you still go. I mean, it's in your community. You want to be a community person and help out fellow businesses. So you still go, even though in your mind you're like, what happened? Okay. It might be a month or two and you still go because, like I said, it's your day off. You want to treat your family to a nice dinner and you want to spend time with them. But this time, everything is sour milk. Like, nothing is right. Nothing is right. Why? Same place. It's the Matrix. Those persons or people or energy or whatever you want to call it that's in that same repetitious job, they're burned out. They're cutting corners now. Maybe the budget wasn't there. They're burned out. It's not the same quality. It's not the same taste. It's not the same attitude. Matter of fact, you're getting attitude now. There's flies in the place. Your food is, I don't want to say disgusting, but it's just, once you had good and you eat the same food and it's not the same, You're like, what happened? Let me tell you, let me put you up on something. You can trust yourself. And I'm not saying you can't trust other people and go out and eat a good meal, but it's a crapshoot because you're eating something that somebody made behind a wall that you have no idea how they made it, when they made it, where they made it. You don't know if it was them. I watch Gordon Ramsay when he does those kitchen nightmares and stuff. Those videos are disgusting. Roaches on the floor, microwave food, frozen. They say it's from Canada. It's not from Canada. It's from down the street in the back alley that he bought for wholesale. It's like, you can't trust nothing in the Matrix. It's an illusion. What I'm trying to say is you're better off going to a grocery store, replenishing your refrigerator, cutting that, learning how to cook, looking at a cooking show or YouTube or Iron Chef and trying to figure things out in your own clean kitchen that you made from scratch. And now you're cutting fruits and vegetables, and now you know you picking out produce from or meats from wherever you shop at, right? Which is still a crapshoot because where that fruit come from, where those meats come from, are they organic or not? We trust everybody when they say it's organic, right? You trust the farmers that say they grow organic or not? Hmm? You trust what the world tells you or not? You trust the news? What do you not trust? What do you trust? Can you trust yourself? Can you trust your source? I trust myself. So when I go to the grocery store and I buy fruits and vegetables, I get to choose and pick what it is. And I don't pick crap for myself like you wouldn't pick crap for yourself. Do you trust the produce man that says, yeah, that's sweet? Do you trust the watermelon or how it looks on the inside? Do you know what it's on it? Do you know if it's good or bad? You don't know. So everything is a trust game, but you're better off trusting yourself and trusting the source in yourself. That food that you just produced probably tastes better than anything that you're going to go out and eat and spend $120 for. And you only spent $20 for your meal because it was handmade. But here's the problem, y'all. The Matrix. We are too darn lazy and in a hurry to make a plan to eat. Make a plan to eat. I am going to cook an amazing dinner tonight. I don't have time. I work 40 hours a week and I'm tired. And if I don't have a partner to come home to and she made a meal because, I don't know, is that all I'm good for is to cook for you? Is that where we really are? We just can't help take care of each other? We both work. We can't cook together and work together in the kitchen? Or you can't cook for me one day and I cook for you the next day on my day off? The Matrix says, no. Go kill your little paycheck and go out there and get some food from some place else. No wonder we're always broke. No wonder we can't take a trip. And when we do take a trip, we can't overspend or over budget or do what we want to really do. The solution is the source. And the source is the way you do things. The source is in the decisions you make. The source is in the positivity that you keep. The source is in the patience that you have for your well being. That's the solution. I mention God in every one of my podcasts, and you know I'm going there. The source is God, and God is the solution. God doesn't want you in the matrix. The matrix is not healthy for you. It's not healthy for anything around you. The noise, the pollution, the air, your friends talking this. There's nothing healthy about the matrix. I gave you the example of your car breaking down and went from $75 to 1,000. What did I say? $1,579. I think that's what I said. I don't know. It's an example. I go to the movie theater to watch a movie. You know, back in the day when you used to watch a movie, you would spend $2.50. And I ain't that old. $2.50, bro. And that came with the soda and the popcorn and the hot dog. James Bond, The Spy That Loved Me. These are the movies I used to watch back in the day. Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, in the theater. Go to the movies now, bro. Go to the movies now. That's $100 date. I'm sorry, did I say $100? That's about a $250 date. After the popcorn, and she ain't drinking from your mouth. Y'all ain't sharing a drink unless y'all good like that. You buying her a drink, you buying you a drink. She wants popcorn, and now you can buy beer and drinks at the movie theater. So now she wants to get, tipsy, and y'all want to drink something. Drinks are $20, y'all. That beer is $15.99 for boop. Now you got popcorn that's just not popped in the popcorn popper. You got caramelized popcorn. You got popcorn with salt and pepper. You got popcorn with dirt on it. You got you got you got popcorn with extra pop. You got pop with extra freaking butter. You got butter from Nepal to put on there. There's so many gimmicks on you. Oh, you got for the movie. You got props that you can buy on movie the first time the movie comes out, like if it comes out on a Thursday, and that's the first night of the movie. Now they're selling you props with the popcorn in it. So for Spider-Man, you got this big Spider-Man prop and the popcorn's in his mouth. And now you're getting popcorn out of Spider-Man's mouth. You know how much that is? And of course she wants that for her nephew. $40, $50 Spider-Man prop. That only holds this much popcorn. And you even can't get even a refill. They want extra money for a refill anyway. Yeah, you can get a refill on the soda, but not the Slurpee. It's an extra $15 charge for a refill. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but some movie theaters, they don't give refills and they charge you extra. Or you can get back in line, that 40-minute line, and try to buy something else, but the movie's almost over. The Matrix. It's all designed to take your money because that movie, not even a month, back in my day, when that movie's in a movie theater and you watched it, you'd be able to see it in 6 months on a video cassette. Nowadays, the movie is the same time it's playing on Netflix. Same exact time. You don't have to go to the movie now. You can bring the movie home because you paid a membership. It's all a matrix. It's all a trick. It's all an illusion for you to work, and only get half the fun and the value out of your money. You're not living. You're struggling. And the struggle's just getting harder and harder and harder. You know what the price of fruit is? Fruit and vegetables that you can grow. You can grow. There's an orange tree right behind this door that sells the nicest oranges that I've seen from any store. And they're just falling to the ground. Your neighbor probably has a lemon tree or something like that, giving them away. There's so many things around you that are so free of charge and open if you really look outside of the matrix. Carl's Jr., In and Out. They're, yeah, they can make a nice burger, but so can you. And you can put whatever you want on there. Gouda cheese on that mug, and lettuce and tomato, and make it like a steak. You want what is it called? Squash burger? You know what you do with the patty? You squash it. Duh. Now you got a squash burger that you made from scratch. It ain't that hard. You got a full-blown kitchen? I don't. I got a microwave and an air fryer. Ta-da! I can make a freaking Thanksgiving feast with both of those items. I don't need nothing else. I don't need a full-fledged oven. I ain't trying to be Chef Bayon up in here. But I can make a quality dish from this. Part 1 of The Matrix. Somebody has to break it down to get you to understand that these things are values. You're going too fast in the world. You need to slow down. Take some time to slow down your mind. Get off the cell phone. Get out of the programming on the TV. Read a book. You know what book I'm talking about. Take some time to relax. Go outside and watch the sun go down. If you have a dog, walk your dog. Enjoy him or her. Breathe. Go on a hike. Have some plants in your house that produce oxygen. I have both plants and a humidifier. I'm breathing healthy. These things are little clues that the Matrix is fake, because you got real things inside the Matrix that tells you that you don't need to be all Matrix. The more you get out of it, the more you can get out of it. Did you catch that? The more you get out of it, the more you can get out of it. You know, these things that I say, they only make sense if you want them to make sense. It depends on your perception. Because if your perception is not there and you're just dependent on, you'll never see the true value in yourself or in anything that you do within this matrix. And if you completely get out of the matrix, you will see everything in a whole different spectrum. You'll see everything that is beautiful and divine for you. The Matrix Part 1. Good night.